Hello, everybody. Is this working? I have no idea. Hello.
Hello, everybody.
Oh dear. Am I live? Who knows? I think I'm good. I think there might have been a minute when I was just looking back and forth live on Facebook. I'm so sorry I'm late. I was having some technical difficulties, clearly. And thank you so much for bearing with me. I'm so excited to be here with you live for PJ Time with Pam. This is our second week, and I'm hoping that someone joins the Zoom portion shortly. There's lots of time. I'm going to do a little bit of talking at the beginning, but this is a live and interactive event where we really get to have a chat with one another. So I would be so delighted if you would join me live, ask me any questions you have, tell me any struggles that you're having, share a story, whatever it is that you feel called to talk about today. I would be just so honored to share this time and energy and space with you where we are talking all about consistency. But before we jump into the topic, we're going to take a second and we're going to take a breath because you're probably having a busy day. You have lots on the go. It's been very productive. You got lots done and you're settling in to relax, and your nervous system might need to catch up a little. So let's close our eyes. Let's take a deep breath in and out. And one more time, in through the nose and out. Do you feel better already? I love doing the breath work. I love spending that time to really get centered and back to myself. And it just feels so good to bring yourself into the present moment, which is always what I'm advocating for. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Pam Morrissey, and I am a wellness lifestyle coach, mindfulness mentor, and yoga instructor living in Labrador City, Canada. And I am so excited to be coming to you live every single week with one of these events where we get to talk to one another, really chat, and really shine a bright light on the things that you are struggling with, that is holding you back from creating a successful wellness routine that really lights you up and makes you excited. My goal and my mission is to help women live healthier, happier, more fulfilled lives. That is my mission. And it seems big and crazy, but it's not. It really is what we are meant to do. We are meant to be happy. We are meant to be healthy. We are meant to live life at the highest level. I'm totally going to take a drink because this is a casual chat that we're having. And I'm parched. So get a drink. This is chill. Like, this is not a preachy teachy moment. This is very much a conversation, and I'd love to hear from you. I'd love to hear what it is that keeps you from being consistent. Do you have troubles with being consistent? Raise a hand. Put a little emoji in the comments if you're live with me on Facebook. You're not live with me on Zoom because I can't see you. I would love to see you. I would love for you to come live with me on Zoom. But I will check the comments later and answer any questions that you have there later. Unfortunately, I can't see them now because I'm in the Zoom event, but I would love for you to come and join me. Click the button. It's not going to be intimidating. It's not going to be scary. We're not going to say embarrassing things. It's going to be an opportunity to learn and grow and really get you what you need so that you can be more consistent, so that you can have the success that you want in your life. And I know about this. I know about this, and it's actually super timely, which I'll come back to in a second. But I struggled with this for a really long time. The on again, off again diet. The on again, off again at the gym. On again, off again at aqua fitness, on again, off again with Zumba, on again, off again with all the things. I'd be on and I'd feel so good and get so going and get be so motivated and so lit up and so excited about all the things and everything I was doing and just being so proud and confident and feeling so good in your body. When you are motivated, you know that feeling that you feel, like that excitement, that it's so good. Like it's so good when you're in that zone. But of course, as we talked about in last week's event, which is available on my timeline, by the way, if you want to see it, they stay up. I'm not taking them down. They will be there for eternity. So feel free to go back and watch them. But what I talked about in last week's live was that motivation fades. So it's a lie. It's not going to continue to be there. So you had to decide to show up for yourself week after week after week, day after day after day, doing the things. And that can be hard. I get that. I hear you when you say that. I understand what you mean when you say, I can't seem to keep it going. And so I understand that struggle. I understand how frustrating that is. I understand the negative self talk that comes with it, where you're like, what is the matter with me? Why can't I keep this going? I just don't have enough willpower. If only people could walk around with me and knock the bad foods out of my hands. If only I had someone to push me up out of the bed every morning and get me moving. If only I wasn't so tired at the end of the day. Have you ever said any of those things? Pop a little heart below if you said the things, any of those things, if you've made those excuses. And I don't call them excuses to call you out or to cause you to have any kind of shame. I just want you to have an awareness of it actually being an excuse. And telling yourself that those excuses are true are perpetuating the cycle that you're in. You have to break free in order to have consistency. And it can be done and it gets to be so easy. And that is what I want to chat with you about until someone joins live with a question. Because I want to answer your questions. And would be honored for you to join me. So click the link it's in the description of the video. Click the link, join me live. I'd love to see you. I'd love to hear from you. I'd love for you to tell me what your struggle is in this area. But the very first thing that you have to do to overcome this on again, off again train is really to decide what it is you want. What are you working towards? Why is it important to you? And that needs to be clear, because you need to know what you're working towards. And I would really encourage you to have it not be to get out of where I am, because that is what most people do. They say, I don't want to be here anymore. That's why I'm doing it. That's not going to be enough. Yes, feeling a certain amount of pain does motivate you. I motivated myself very far over a 3-year span by being in pain. But I didn't truly heal until I let myself start moving towards something that I wanted instead. So the energy is very different. Running away from something is a very different energy than running towards something. So I'd really encourage you to come at it from the perspective of, I don't want to get out of this place. I want to be in this place. And I want you to lean into how that feels. All right, I need to take a drink. Just a second. Now, this part was hard for me when I first did it, because how do you know how it feels if you haven't experienced it yet? Right? Like, how do you know how it feels? I don't know how it feels. I don't know how it feels to have $1 million. I don't know how it feels to, you know, have a mansion. I don't know how it feels to be 120 pounds. I have no idea how that feels. But how do you want to feel? In a slam dunk world, in a world where everything goes your way, where you get the magic wand and you get the magic life and everything you want is bestowed on you, how do you feel in that moment? How does it feel? And I want you to latch onto that feeling. I want you to decide why it is you want what you want and why it is you want to set up a consistent routine. Something deeper than I want to lose 20 pounds, something that really has an impact on you and how you feel about what you're working towards. Because losing, firstly, the number on the scale doesn't even matter. If it was up to me, I'd come to everybody's house and I'd throw the scale so far out the window that you'd never ever get on one again. Because it does not matter. It does not matter. Like, it just, like, let me be the one to tell you it's mass. Like, it is like, who cares? At the end of your life, it's not going to matter what the scale said. It's going to matter how well you felt, how well you lived, and how you showed up for yourself and the people in this world. That is what you will be judged by at the end of your life, is how well you lived it, not what that number was on the scale. Nobody cares. Nobody, the only one who cares is you, and it does not matter. And you need to figure out why you care, but that's a topic for a different day. Just throw it out. It doesn't matter. And it's not even the point. The point is to focus on how you want to feel. What is most important to you? Why do you want to make a change in your routine? What are you working towards? Is it to be healthier? Is it to be happier? Is it to be more fulfilled? Is it to be able to experience life at the highest level? That's what it is for me. For me, it is to be able to experience life at the highest level. And there have been moments in my life where I haven't been able to even experience life at all in any way, because, except from the inside of my bed, because I was so miserable that I couldn't imagine being well ever. Like, I couldn't imagine what that felt like. But what got me moving and out of that place was really a hope for the future, a hope that there was more available to me, a knowing that I was meant for more, that my lot in life was not to be sad and to feel crappy and to be angry and resentful and just unhappy. That wasn't what I was meant to do in this life. I was meant to do more than that. What are you meant to do? Who are you meant to be? That is really what's at the core of this. Who are you meant to be? And have a really honest look. So once you decide where it is you want to be and what it is you want and why, and you have a deep connection to that, I want you to really think about, where are you now versus where that is, and how far is that gap? Like, what is in your way from getting you from A to B? And I'll just tell you some things. It's not time. It's not energy. It's not that you already have too much to do. Those are all excuses. Those are all excuses that we can put away for another day. That's not why you're being inconsistent. It's not. The why you're being inconsistent is because you don't believe it's possible for you, and you are not putting enough trust and faith in you, and you are not showing up as the best version of you. You are not living life at the highest level. And again, I don't say it to judge you or to shame you, or I was there, I did it, I was the person. And if someone had said that to me at one point, I would have been like, you lady are ridiculous. And I would have been angry at the person who told me that at a time when I wasn't ready to hear it, because I was so miserable. So I get it if that triggers you, if that makes you upset with me, but it's true. And it will, if you embrace it and if you allow yourself to see it differently, and if you realize that the reason you aren't seeing success is because you are not making it a priority, it will change things for you. It will make you look at it differently. It will allow you to make it a priority because you have an awareness of it now. You understand that what's holding you back is yourself, and that doesn't feel good. It's way better to blame it on something else, to blame it on A, B, C, and D, than it is to take responsibility for it yourself, right? It sucks to take responsibility for the stuff in your life that you don't like. It sucks to have to say, I have a part in this. I have a part to play in this. Like, this just doesn't happen to me. I didn't just wake up feeling this way. I have a responsibility here, and I have a responsibility here to fix it in order for me to enjoy the life that I want. And you are so worthy and deserving of it that I have to speak truthfully and honestly to you so that I can promote the positive change that I know that you want, because you talk about it all the time. I hear you talking about it, and I hear you struggling, and I hear the things, and it just breaks my heart because I know it is available to you, and I want you to hear it from me that it is available to you, and it gets to be so good and so amazing. And it starts with getting clear on what you want, making it a priority, and then making a plan. And here's the thing with the plan: you need to be willing to be patient. I had to take a sip of my water. I'm so sorry, but it's casual. It's casual PJ time. We're supposed to be having a conversation, so it's all okay. But you have to start making a plan. But the thing with the plan is, don't try to do it all at once, because that's what happens, right? You get all excited and you're like, okay, something happens. And you're like, okay, this is it. I'm done. I'm done with feeling this way. I'm done with feeling crappy in my body. I'm done with my pants not feeling good on my body. I'm done with being uncomfortable with looking in the mirror. I'm done. And I want to feel better about myself. I want to feel healthier. I want to be happy. I want to be energetic. I want to be full of life. You think all the things. And then you go through the house and you gut out all the cupboards and get rid of all the stuff. You fill up the fridge with all the healthy foods. You get yourself a gym membership, or you get yourself classes, or you invite a friend along to do some workouts with you. And you're like, we're going to hold each other accountable, and we're going to do this thing, and it's going to be amazing. And you're fired up and you're excited and you're all about it. And that's amazing. Like, it feels so good when you're in that place. Feels so, so, so good when you're in that place. Oh, my light. I'm having trouble figuring out what to do with the lights in here because it's so dark on my computer. Anyway, topic for another day. I totally lost my train of thought. Totally lost it. Anyway, so you do well. You're doing the things, you're doing it for a couple of weeks, and everything is going really, really, really well. And then you fall off track. And then one day of no exercise turns into 2, and then 2 turns into 3, and 3 turns into 4. And before you know it, you're not doing any of the things, and you're back into the cycle of feeling crappy and beating yourself up now because you've tried and failed. Does that sound familiar? Put 2 little hands up. Listen, guys, I've done it. I've been there 100 times, at least. Like, at least 100 times. So I get how it feels, and it feels really crappy when you come down from that place. But you can become free. And the way that you do that is by setting it as a priority and making a plan, but taking it one small step at a time, and being patient with yourself in this process, and recognizing that it is a process. You are going to uncover things that come up as you go along that are going to make you want to stop, that are going to make you uncomfortable, because as much as we don't want to admit it, we are comfortable where we are. We're comfortable in this place. We know what this feels like. We don't know what awaits us on the other side of our success. So we sabotage it, and we put ourselves back to where we think we belong because we're afraid to jump out of that comfort zone. Don't be afraid. Or if you're afraid, do it anyway. I get the being afraid. Trust me, I'm afraid most of the time. Most of the time. Those days, I'm just kind of used to being scared because I'm doing things I've never done before. And who's to say I won't fall flat on my face and make a fool of myself and, have it all backfire. But at least I'm trying. At least I'm putting myself out there. At least I'm doing the work. At least I am staying true to what I say I want. I'm showing up with integrity. I'm showing up with intention. And that makes me feel good. And that's the other part of this. Don't get attached to the outcome. The outcome doesn't matter. It's not achieving the thing that we want anyway. It's the feeling of going towards what we want, of taking steps towards our goals that keeps us moving, that keeps us in that direction. That confidence and that pride and that knowing that you are doing right by yourself by showing up for you every day, that is an incredible feeling. That is a feeling that you cannot even put words to. I mean, compare a day that you don't do anything, that you go to work, you have a really crappy day, you're in a bad mood, everything is getting on your nerves, like you're just annoyed to like the top level. You come home, nothing goes right at home, you burn your supper, whatever, and you don't do any exercise that night and you don't do anything except veg in front of the TV. How do you feel when you go to bed that night? Probably not very good if that was how your day went. And then compare that to you woke up early, you did a workout, you ate well, you were positive all day, you came home and had a really nutritious supper and a really good laughs with your spouse, with your kids, you did some laundry, you did a few things before you went to bed, you still got to watch a little bit of TV, and then you went to bed. How does that feel? It feels way different, right? The more good days you can pile on, the more confident you feel, the better that you feel. And the feeling that you want comes to you faster before you've even achieved anything, before you even got the thing. And we're not even trying to get the thing, we are trying to get the feeling, and the feeling is available to you now, right now, this minute, in the next decision. In the next decision that you make, if that decision supports the life that you are building for yourself, a healthier, happier, more fulfilled you, then you will feel so much better about yourself for making that choice. That choice will build your confidence, will make you feel so good, like so good. I know it because I experience it every day, every single day since I've started living my life this way, more mindfully, more with intention, more consistently, more dream focused, more focused on what I want and how I want to feel and who I want to be. Things have been magnificent for me. I get more of what I want all the time. And it feels so amazing. And it's not to say that I've accomplished all the things. I definitely have not. And I don't think we ever accomplish all the things. I think we're always works in progress, and we always have things that we're working towards, and we always have more to achieve and be and become. And that's part of life. And what makes it so beautiful is that we get to continue to grow and do better and be better. And I just want you to understand that the key to your consistency is you. It's in you showing up, it's in you and making that plan, deciding how you want to feel, and making choices that support that feeling day in, day out. It isn't sexy. It isn't this huge revelation. It is a choice that we make over and over. But when we do, and when we decide to make that choice, it feels so good. So I'm going to give you an example of this in a real life situation with me right now. So in October, I decided I was going to challenge myself a little bit more because I realized I had gotten really comfortable. So even though I was working out every day, and even though I was eating pretty well, and even though I felt really good in my body and felt really good in my life and all the things, I was just kind of skating by. Like I was just kind of doing the same things that I've been doing for a few years. And something in me, something deep inside me, which you need to listen to, those things deep inside you, those nudges, those feelings, that intuition that is guiding you, that's guiding you for a reason. You need to listen to that. That gut feeling is real. Listen to the gut feeling. Something inside me was telling me I was meant for more and that I had more in me to draw out. And I knew it, but I wasn't focused enough on me. I was too focused on building up others, and I wasn't practicing what I preached, which is self-care and self-love and focusing on you first and putting yourself first. Topic for another day, because I've been having lots of conversations about that this week, but again, topic for another day. But so I just wasn't doing enough. I didn't feel like I was rising to the challenge of my own life and what I wanted for myself. So I decided it was time to push it a little bit more. And so I did that in October. It felt really nice. I didn't really have a set plan outside of, I just wanted to be better. And I definitely did that. I definitely met that challenge. And in November, I'm upping it again because as part of my mindfulness movement membership, we are doing a move your body challenge. And for the people in the challenge, it's a move your body a minimum of 10 minutes a day. And that's really to build your confidence, to make you understand that you can work out every day if you start with 10 minutes a day. It doesn't need to be hard. It gets to be easy. It's amazing. But for me, I've already been doing that for a really long time. So I decided to up that game to, I need to close my move ring every day. So my exercise ring gets closed pretty much every day. But sometimes my exercise is really low key. So there's lots of times when my exercise ring will get closed because like I'm doing yoga or like weight training. And while that's really good, I can challenge myself further, and I don't always close the move goal. And I've always just been okay with the exercise one being closed. But for this month, because I'm challenging myself and I'm digging a little bit deeper, I decided I wanted to close that move goal. 3 days in a row. So we're day 3 of the challenge. 3 days in a row, I had to force myself off my couch and on to whatever I needed to close that move goal. At 10:40 last night, I was walking up and down my hall, trying to close that move goal. But you know what? I got up and did it. I got up and did it because I made a promise to myself about who I want to be. And I take that seriously. I take that commitment to myself seriously. And I want you to treat your commitment to yourself the same way you would treat a promise to a friend. That promise that you're making to yourself is a promise that you would make to a friend. I want you to treat it the same way because that is true love for yourself. That is showing yourself the utmost respect. It is showing the world, and not the world, yourself. It is showing yourself and the universe and God and whoever it is that you subscribe to in this world, whatever belief system that you have, it is showing that you are serious about the changes you are making in your life. You are serious about wanting more, and more will be brought to you when you show up seriously. More will come to you when you show up as the version of you that has what you want. And you just need to commit and lean in and understand it is a decision that you make every day. And how do you want to feel? Do you want to be confident? Do you want to be proud? Do you want to be a person of integrity? Do you want to be the person you are meant to be? Or do you want to keep experiencing the same repeating patterns? What do you want? And really decide that you deserve the best. And understand that, yes, sometimes you're going to falter and sometimes you're going to fall, and sometimes it's just not going to happen. But that doesn't mean that you let yourself off the hook. It means that in the next decision, you make the choice that supports the life that you want. You make a better choice. You make the choice that honors you. You make the choice that loves you, that honors the body that you have. Your body is your vessel. Your body is your vessel to experience life at the highest level. Treat it with love. Treat it with respect. Give yourself what you need because you deserve it and because you deserve to experience everything at the very best. At the very best. That is what you deserve. I think that's it. I would love for someone to jump on live. I'm still here. And I'm going to talk for just a couple of more minutes. I think that's everything that I wanted to say. Showing up consistently really is about making the decision and about getting clarity on what you want and doing it day after day. It's not sexy, but it's worth it. And it's so good. It's so good to know you are taking steps towards the person that you want to be and be willing to go slow. Be willing for it to take time. Be patient. Understand that you didn't get to where you are overnight, so you're not going to get away from where you are overnight. My dog is doing something really bad right now. I can't stop him because I am live here and my husband is in bed. So he's going to continue to do something really bad. That's really not good. It's not. That was not a good choice that was made. Okay, he's stopping now. All right, so as I was saying, my husband came and took away the thing. So it's all okay. It's all okay. Well, he can't do anything bad anymore. It's the temptation has been lost. Anyway, totally lost my train of thought. Oh, slowly. Go slowly. Go easy. Be patient. You didn't get where you are overnight. You're not going to get out of where you are overnight. It's a journey. It's a process. Enjoy it. Enjoy it. It's supposed to be fun. What we're doing here is supposed to be fun. Have some fun. Get outdoors. Enjoy whatever it is that you love. Do what you love. Always lead with love and do what you love because you deserve it. And the whole premise of going slow is actually why I implemented my membership, which is the Mindfulness Movement membership. I love it. It is incredible. And there is room for you in there. If what I'm saying to you tonight resonates with you and you say to yourself, man, I wish I could be more into that energy and get some guidance on what I need to be doing next and what steps I can take, then that's a really good first step for you would be the mindfulness movement. It is a monthly membership. It is no commitment. You can cancel at any time. You won't because it's amazing. And in this membership, we have a monthly wellness challenge. We have a success tracker, a self-care checklist. We have support inside of group community. We have weekly yoga sessions. And the whole idea behind it is for you to create a wellness routine that works for you so that you can be the happiest, healthiest, most fulfilled version of yourself that you can be. And we're doing it slowly by introducing one wellness challenge every month. Not every week, not every day, every month. It is a slow process. It's one that you get to build for yourself. There's not a lot of interaction outside of the content that I release at the beginning of the month. We also have a monthly meditation that I release in there. And right now we're doing the Move Your Body Challenge, and we're doing a daily accountability post as part of that. And I've also just added a monthly coffee talk to the mindfulness movement. So once a month, I will come live. That's the first time that we're doing that. I'm really excited about it. Once a month, I come live into the group, kind of like this. And you can join me live on Zoom and ask any questions that you have or any struggles that you're having. And we have a conversation, a casual conversation, just like we're doing right here. And I give you some guidance on maybe what you could do differently, what you could try, where this is coming from, help you uncover what's going on underneath it all. Because in my experience, it's never what you think it is. There's always something lingering that needs to be addressed, some underlying belief or some old behavior or some old pattern that needs to be broken, or there's 101 things that it could be, but everybody is different and every journey is different. So that's why none of this is a one size fits all approach, and it's all customized to you and what you need. It's supporting you in creating your own wellness routine, and it does it slowly. It's an incredible membership. I'm so proud of it. It's $49 a month. I would be absolutely delighted to have you inside there. I also have my Bloom Into You program, which is a 6-week program. So this one's a little bit different. It doesn't run all the time. So it runs when I have enough people interested to run it, because it's very much a program where you want to have a few people in it that are working towards a common goal, because it is a little bit more intense. So in this 6-week program, I give you all the things. So I give it to you over 6 weeks. I don't give it to you all at once, but I give you like a module every week, journaling prompts every week, a lot of questions, 3 Q&A sessions over the 6 weeks together. So very much like this, where we get to talk to each other, speak to each other, help each other through what we're struggling with, and really give you the tools. That's exactly the right word. Gives you the tools that you need to make your own wellness roadmap that will serve you for the rest of your life. It is, because it's legit all the steps. It is all the steps that took me from absolute misery to absolute delight. It really is. It is the step-by-step process laid out for you in a 6-week program, which allows you to implement it a few practices at a time, but it is still a lot. So it's a lot to implement, but this program is very much for the committed person, the person who's done all the things, who knows that they're standing in their own way, who understands they have a responsibility in where they are, and who's ready to fast track their success. That is what this program is for. I'm so sorry. My dog is being the most obnoxious right now. I did not prepare properly to make sure the dogs would be entertained. So it's a little bit of a thing, a little bit. So anyway, the 6-week program, it's running, it's possibly running again in November, right before Christmas, which would be perfect, actually. It'd be a perfect way to start off the Christmas season. And I know that right now everyone's like, nah, I'll wait till the new year now to focus on my wellness. And that's a mistake, because you don't want to finish out the year feeling crappy. You want to finish out your year feeling excited and lit up and pumped about who you are and where you're going and what plan you have for your life. Now is not the time to give up. Now is the time to lean in and to really give yourself the gift so you can set yourself up for the best year of your life. Imagine that 2023 gets to be the best year of your life. Start it off on the right foot by giving yourself what you need. And these programs will give you what you need. These programs are proven practices that will help you move forward if you do the work. No one can do the work for you. You had to be willing to show up. You had to be willing to do it. And you had to pay more than lip service to it. It is a decision that you make day in and day out, like we're talking about when it comes to consistency. So the Bloom Into You program has all those things, also has all the weekly yoga sessions, meditation sessions, all the things. I'm so proud of it. It's like my little baby. So it's possibly running again in November. If you are interested, I would love to hear from you and get you on my waitlist for November. Otherwise, it's definitely running in January, but I really hope that I'm going to be offering it in November. So if you're interested, send me a message and we'll get you hooked up. So that's Bloom Into You, and that's $333 for 6 weeks, which is an incredible value, like an incredible value. And you get to keep everything that I give you. So you get to keep all the modules, you get to keep all the journaling prompts, like all those things are yours. I give you the stuff. I'm like, here, have it. And it has a success tracker, all the stuff. Like, it's amazing. It's so good. And it will give you the transformation that you're looking for if you implement it. It is your wellness roadmap. It is the map that says, this is how you live well. Here, have the pieces. That's legit what this program is. It's amazing. So good. So that's the Bloom Into You program. And then lastly, we have the Living Well program, which is my high level, high touch. And this is for the woman who knows she needs more than 6 weeks, who wants that deeper support, who is ready to really make lasting and meaningful change, and is just sick of her own crap, and who is sick and tired of feeling sick and tired, who is tired of being impatient with her friends and her family, who is tired of how things are and knows that it can be better, who is looking for more patience, more calm, more peace, more love, more joy, who wants all of the things, who wants to be the healthiest, the happiest, the most fulfilled that they've ever been. That is who that program is for. It is my high level, high touch, no joke program that is going to give you so many tools and really helps you uncover who you want to be and helps you deal with the crap in real time. The crap that comes up, because listen, crap is going to come up. Like, that's just how it is. We are wounded. We are the walking wounded. We have, anytime you get angry or upset or frustrated about something, that's a wound that requires your attention. And if we're paying attention, then we get to heal it and we get to react and respond differently. And that brings a level of peace and joy to your life that it's hard to even explain. Because, and I've been in my own program for a year and a half now. Can't believe it's been that long. It's insane. I renewed for another year because I knew I was nowhere near ready to say goodbye. I was having such success, but I knew I still wanted that support, that love and attention from someone who understands me, who understands what I want, and who is going to give me what I need and not just pay lip service to me and cheer me on in a supportive, encouraging way, but tell me the truth. Tell me the truth of what I need to do to have the success that I want. And this is a person that I trust, and this is a person that who speaks to me. So if I'm that person for you, if you feel like I understand you and that I speak your language and that I have something to offer you, then I would love for us to have a conversation about whether this program is the right fit for you. It is an incredible program. I have poured my heart and soul into it. I reviewed it very recently to make sure that I didn't want to make any changes. Not right now. I think it's still amazing. I'm still super proud of it. And it gives you all the things. So you still get the weekly yoga sessions, the meditations. You actually get access to all my programs. So when you come into Living Well, you get access to the mindfulness movement and you get access to Bloom Into You, plus anything else I create in our year together. You get all of the things because it's our high level, high touch program. I want to give you all of it, all of the things so that you will have the deepest transformation that you can have. And it also includes weekly accountability feedback. So I have a form that I send out that you fill out and that I give you feedback on. And we have a weekly coaching call where it's a group coaching call. I did it as a group on purpose. I made it a group coaching program as opposed to a private coaching program because I wanted to, because that connection, that group connection is so valuable. I'm part of a group coaching program. I'm a student inside a group coaching program. I wouldn't call myself a student, but I'm, I mean, I'm learning the things, but it's not really the right word. I'm part of, and the friendships I have made there with women who are working towards the same things that I'm working towards are invaluable. It is important to be supported and loved by people who get you. And so that is why I wanted to make it a group coaching program as opposed to a one-on-one program, because I think there's so much value in community and in growing together. And it just is so amazing. So there's weekly coaching calls, there's weekly accountability submissions, there's two one-on-one discovery calls throughout our time together. So when you first join up, we have a discovery call with this big questionnaire, I guess you call it, of things that we go through and what you want to work on, what you're working towards, what you want to accomplish at the end of the year, what you want, basically. And so we go through what you want, we figure out what you need, we start, and then we work towards that together every single day until your year is up. And it gets to be amazing, and it's going to be so good, and I'm so excited about it, and it's awesome. It is for the woman who is ready to go all in on her transformation, who knows that there's value in doing it with someone else. You can do this on your own. You don't need me. You don't need a coach. You don't need anyone, but it's so much easier when you have the love and support. If I had tried to do what I'm doing now on my own, well, I wouldn't even be here. We wouldn't be having this conversation because I would still be trying to make my network marketing business work. I still would have been trying to do that because that's what I went into this program for, was to expand my network marketing business. And then when I got in there, I realized that my network marketing business, as much as I loved it, and I loved it, I really did. And I loved the community that I found there. And I loved, as much as I loved it, it wasn't what I was meant to do. So being a part of that program helped me decide what I was meant to do, helped me find my true self. And that is an invaluable gift that I will never be able to repay. And the best investment I ever made in my entire life, and has helped me so much. It's made me a better person. It's a gift, and it's a gift that I'm giving to you, and it's an incredible price. We have 2 pricing options with Living Well. You can do a monthly payment of $497 a month, or you can do an annual payment where you get 20% savings. If you pay in full, you can get it for $49.97 for the year. It's amazing. The investment in you is so good. And I'd like you to think about the cost of staying where you are. What is it costing to stay where you are? Do you want to spend another year in this place? Or by this time next year, do you want to be so far ahead you don't even recognize yourself anymore? If it's for you, I'd love to have you. Otherwise, thank you so much for being here. I am so delighted for you to be watching me live. I am sorry for the hiccups and the missteps and the things that went wrong, but it's real life. This is a real life situation. And it's casual. And I hope to see someone on live for a question next week. Less talking for me, more listening to you. That is what I want. This is why I'm setting these up. It's not, I could just do a regular Facebook Live if I wanted to just tell you the things, but it's not what I want. What I want is for us to have a deep and meaningful conversation about where you are and for you to get the tools you need. This is available to you. I am available to you. I would love to answer any questions you have. I would love to set you up with a one-on-one conversation with me. I have some room in my calendar before I go to Australia. I'm so excited about that. On November 11th, I'm leaving November 11th to go to Australia, but I have some spots on my calendar available for one-on-one coffee chats where we just have a conversation about where you are and where you're struggling and what you have questions about. And I give you feedback. It's 30 minutes. It doesn't have to be 30 minutes. It could be 15 if you want it to be, but it's a maximum of 30 minutes. And we just chat and find out what you need and find out where you are. And know that you're not alone. Know that I'm here and I have your back, and I want you to succeed, and I want to give you what you need. But in order for me to do that, I need to know what you want. So tell me. Throw it into the comments, throw it into a DM, send me a message, and we'll set up the coffee chat. Come here every Thursday at 8 p.m. and let's have a chat. Let's ask me a question. I'm here. I love you. I'm so appreciative of you. All the love and light from my heart to yours. Have the most magnificent evening, and we'll be chatting again soon. Bye.